What's up, boys? I just wanted to make a quick little, like, not even 5 minute video, probably talking about each matchup. What do I think is going to go on? So I'm going to do my matchup last. I'm going to go Chris versus Venditti. All right. So I guess we'll start with Chris's team. Burrow versus Pitts. No, I'm not. I'm not going to go through each matchup unless like I see a really good matchup. I love Henry against the Giants. Cook versus Green Bay. This should be a high scoring game. High scoring game. High scoring game. Kittle's questionable. That definitely does update what I think is going to happen. Hunter Henry's the backup. Okay. Let's see. Dak, Eckler, Gibson, Diggs, CD. I really think this game can go either way, to be honest. I'm actually gonna take I'm actually gonna take Venditti in this one. The reason why I'm gonna take Venditti in this one, actually, is just looking at it right now. I think as of now, okay, I think this is really 50-50. Obviously, it says it's 51-49, but I have a really good feeling that Kittle's not going to play. Obviously, he's day to day, right? But they don't want to push him, and they're playing against the Bears. It's like, I don't know. I wouldn't push him through it. I think this go either way. I think Gabe Davis can have a great game, especially they're going to key on a Stephon Diggs, but it kind of sucks because this actually limits his ceiling, having both Bills players, but it's a great offense, so it doesn't really matter. CD, DJ Moore, Goddard. I think it's gonna go either way. I think the biggest factor is Gibson for sure. Gibson has a really good matchup against Jacksonville. Even though I'm out on Gibson, I do think that's a really good matchup. So I do think that I give Venditti this slight advantage, even though I think Chris can win. So I think this is gonna go pretty much even. I'm probably gonna say like it's gonna be high scoring too. I think it'll be like 161 to like 157, something like that in Venditti's favor. But I think it's gonna be a very close game. So I don't blame anyone for going either way. Mikey versus Adam. This might sound crazy. Even though I do have Mikey, I think Adam actually does have some really good favorable matchups. I think Winston against Atlanta is great. Chase Edmonds, I know he's questionable. He's probably going to play against New England is great. Monty versus San Francisco is a terrible play though. Bateman versus Jets is great. Drake London, if he plays, that's great. Olave, especially if Michael Thomas doesn't play. See, Michael Thomas is not questionable. He was limited in practice. He probably ends up playing. I still give it. I think his quarterbacks Lance and Lamar Jackson are too much. His running backs outmatch, and his wide receivers as well outmatch, as well as his tight end. But I do think Adam will put up a decent fight. I think he'll lose about like we'll say 140 to like 125. I think he'll lose by 15, but it'll show some promise for Adam later in the season. Okay, big matchup here. They've always been talking shit. I think they swapped 24s, I'm pretty sure. Rossi versus Josh. Just looking at it, I'm just gonna keep it real. I'm gonna have Rat to win. I think Brees Hall will be good, but I don't think it'll be against the Ravens in week one. I think he'll be good as the season progresses. Brissett, we haven't seen him start in a little bit. I know he started last year, but 14 points is a fair average. Devonta Smith, that's a pretty good matchup. Solid matchup. Yeah, I just don't see it. I think it's gonna be like 145 to 120. I think Rat wins by 25. I like the Najee Swift and Mara big trade today. Marquise, Renfro, Hawkinson, ETN car. So yeah, I got Rat. Okay, then we'll go to Dina Cola versus Spesh. Simple. I have Spesh winning. I think Spesh's team is primed for a great year. With no injuries, I think he does have a better team than mine. I will say it on camera. I think his team. I mean, his wide. It's close. It's close. I did say it, but I think he definitely has more upside than me. I'll tell you. I'll tell you that much. Like McCaffrey, Jones, Kelsey Fournette, Hurts. It's pretty sick. Not gonna lie. And Dina Cola's team, obviously, he has sick wide receivers, right? And he has a great tight end. Results questionable, but I don't think he's gonna play with an ankle injury. Think to ankle issue. Never like that to start a season. I think Dina Cola doesn't put up that good of a game. I think his wide receivers put up like I think that Josh said it like 80 points. I think he scores a decent amount though. I think he scores like 130. I think Special just goes crazy and has like a crazy 180 week. I think we see a McCaffrey 30-point game. I think we get a Hurts 30-point game. I think we get one of those Aaron Jones crazy 30-point games. I think Cup we get a 25 burger. And then doesn't matter. Kelsey will ball out. Like I think it will be a very good game for him. And then we'll go to me. Even though obviously I'm going to pick myself in this game, defending champion, I do think that Steven does have a chance to win. I'm not going to say he doesn't. It's fantasy football, and I think he has a really good roster. But with that being said, it's really up to his running back. I think Robinson will have a sick game. I think Wilson will have a sick game versus Seattle. I think Pittman, obviously. I think even Metcalf. I think even AJ Brown has a great matchup. But then again, it comes to the running backs. I think Buffalo's defense is too good, and they're gonna feed both Henderson and Akers because I don't think they want to overload Akers. And then same thing with Mitchell. Chicago, even though they're a bad team, they do have a good run defense. So we'll see about that. Herbert obviously does have a favorable matchup. But then going to me, I think Josh Allen will be the quarterback one this week. I think he'll go absolutely nuts. I think he'll rush a touchdown and throw for like 3. I think he's going to show why he should be the MVP this year. Jonathan Taylor, you know how what he does against his own division. Playing against Houston, I think he'll ball out. Same thing with Kamara in the dome. Keenan Allen, I think he's going to have a great game. Higgins, hopefully he's good off that shoulder injury. So same thing with Deontay Johnson with that AC joint. I think Andrews finishes at tight end 1 playing against the Jets. I think he absolutely dominates. Actually, Mixon doesn't have too good of a matchup, but they are in a high-powered offense, and I think it'll be a very slow pace of game where Najee Harris and Joe Mixon get a good majority of the carries. Obviously, Mahomes, I don't need to say much for playing in the dome. He's going to ball out. So yeah, that's really it. I just wanted to go through the games really quickly and just let me know what you think. Peace.